Hallo miteinander, I'm Gish86 and this is Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters. We are still in World 3, the Skyworld Tower, and right at the start of this stage we can get another little secret. You probably aren't going to make it without getting hurt in the acid, but that doesn't matter all that much because this is a hot spring, and those are always great for healing. The game tells you about it a little bit later. I also get hurt on the way back out. I have also found out that you can actually avoid that by further breaking away the wall to the left and then climbing back up. After this little pit stop in the shop, we can continue rising further up. And speaking of rising up, Kid Icarus Uprising is coming out. I don't exactly know when, no one does. But it will, and that's the most important thing. I've read about it before in a magazine, and that magazine has apparently also played an early beta of the game. Now what they said about it was kind of in between. They think that the controls are a little bit tiring. I guess they're right, but we shouldn't be worried about that because it is a early beta. After 20 years, this game will probably finally get its sequel. Yes, there were no other games in between. I'm kind of excited for it, and unless Uprising turns out to be absolutely terrible, which I highly doubt, I'm probably going to pick it up. Now there's another door right here, and this one is actually completely empty. Why is that? Because it's another one of those doors where you would get a power arrow from Zeus. Now we have all of those, so that one doesn't do anything for us anymore. The game allows you to miss one of them, so if you hadn't gotten enough experience once, or you have simply missed a door, it gives you another chance here. Very generous indeed. Now coming up is another enemy that we've seen before but that I couldn't talk about yet. His name is Merc. Maybe that's short for mercenary? Or maybe that's just the name his mother gave to him. I don't know, I think it's the first though. On lower power levels, I think he can block your shots with his shield on the front, so I always attack him from the backside. Now that may be dishonorable, but because he can't retaliate, it's probably the best thing to do. Now this treasure room that we're in can best be reached with the feather that is a little bit further on. Like I did, but you can actually make the jump, but only if you're pixel perfect about it, so better take the easy way out. Now, there's some more globes for us to jump on, and also another new enemy. Well, not exactly new, but this guy is also kind of cool, I think. He turns from a really calm new moon into an evil full moon. He's kind of schizo, I'd say. Turning more enemies into hammers. I'm not even going for those because we really have enough of them. There's really no point in wasting time in getting them. In hindsight, I'd say World 3 was a pretty cool and relaxing world. Not much challenge to it. It's nice for a change, but if the whole game were like this, it would be kind of a problem. Now one last meeting with our friend the Grim Reaper. I find it so funny that he's freaking out when seeing Pit and going all bonkers. It's so shameful. Especially from Death Incarnate. Really, what would Dracula say if he knew about this? Didn't grind a whole lot in this stage, because at this point there is no point to that. And with that, I'm Gish86, this was Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters, and next time, the final dungeon. Bis bald!